Yesterday, Charlie Kirk was tragically shot and killed, assassinated. It was awful, despicable. And as far as we know, Charlie was killed by a lone gunman. Yet this morning, as I'm reading social media, almost every post is filled with two pronouns: we and they. They killed Charlie Kirk. The Democrats did it. All of them. We're at war. We're not going to take it anymore. What are we going to do about them? They're a threat. All of them are evil. Earlier this summer in Minnesota, a lone gunman broke into two homes. He shot and killed Melissa and John Hortman, injuring two others. Assassinated. He was intending to assassinate over 40 more people. Immediately thereafter, two pronouns were all over social media: we and they. They killed Melissa. The Republicans did it. All of them. We are at war. What are we going to do about them? We aren't going to take it anymore. They're a threat. All of them are evil. On this day, 24 years ago, 19 radical Islamic terrorists hijacked 4 airplanes in a series of attacks that killed 2,977 people. 9/11. Again, on that day, two pronouns everywhere: we and they. They killed Americans. Who? The Muslims. All of them. And so we are at war. What are we going to do about them? They are a threat. We aren't going to take this anymore. All of those Muslims are evil. The story is not a lone gunman murdered Melissa. No, they did it. The story is not a lone gunman murdered Charlie. No, they did it. The story is not 19 terrorists murdered 2,977 people. No. They, all of them, did it. In almost every case where we have things like this happen, the story is always the same. It's them and we. We and they. We are not safe because of all of them. All those dressed in red, all those dressed in blue, all those Muslims, all those Christians, all those immigrants, all those homosexuals, all those white folk, all those black folk. That's the rhetoric. Those are the pronouns. That's how we talk about them. We are the good people, and they are the bad people. We must obviously rule them. It's best for everyone. And they, of course, should serve us. We must live. They must die. But what about us? What about that pronoun? Or better yet, what about the pronoun me? Why don't we talk about that pronoun for a second? Me. You see, every morning I get up and I look in the mirror and I don't see a good person. I don't. I don't see a bad person. What I see staring back at me is a deeply broken and sinful person. A selfish person, fearful and prideful, a person hiding behind a mask of self-righteousness and self-deceit, a person traumatized, who is angry and wounded and terrified, mentally fractured, sexually broken, and intellectually stunted. I see a person who is sad, insecure, exhausted, anxious, in deep pain, confused, and pugnacious. A person who loves to fight. A person who hates, lies, lusts, is arrogant, prideful, full of shame, and full of regret. Oh, full of regret. That's me. And whether you care to admit it or not, that's you. That's us. That's all of us. Every single one of us. And so to reframe the narrative, yesterday, one of us took a high-powered weapon and killed one of us. In June, one of us took a weapon and killed two of us. 24 years ago, 19 of us created weapons out of airplanes and killed 2,977 of us. Yesterday, in a Colorado school, one of us took a weapon and shot and injured two of us and then killed himself. 2 weeks ago, in a Catholic school in Minnesota, one of us took a weapon and killed two of us and injured another 21 of us. That's us. It's not them. They didn't do it. I did it. You did it. We did it. And we do it to ourselves and each other every day. And we keep on doing it over and over and over. But thank God this is not the end of this horrific story. Because when I get up in the morning and I look in the mirror, I don't just see a sinful person. I also see a very beloved person. A person richly loved by God. A person who is rescued and redeemed from slavery. A person who is tended and nurtured, fed and affirmed, carried and consoled, healed and adopted, cared for and comforted, hugged and held, caressed and kissed, sacred and served, sung over and spoken to. This is what I see when I see me. And this is what I see when I see you. This is what I see when I see all of us, people, human beings, all of us, deeply sinful, profoundly wounded, and lavishly loved. Now, that's not what you'll hear and see on social media today, or tomorrow, or the next day. That's not what you'll hear and see from our politicians and our presidents. And sadly, that's not what you will hear and see in most churches this Sunday. Instead, what you will hear is we, they. We are good, they are evil. We are favored, they are cursed. So which narrative will you believe? Which story will you listen to? Will you believe the story of Cain, or will you believe the story of God? Please, I beg of you, consider the better, truer, and more sobering story. The story of God hanging on a cross, where the only good man who ever lived did not say, we must live and they must die, but instead said, I must die so they can live. The story of a God who said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. The story of a God who refused to be a murderer, yet somehow loves murderers, just like us, just like me, just like you. Because make no mistake about it, it's us who carry the weapons. It's him who carries the cross. It's us who pulls the trigger. It's him who pours out grace. It's us. We made the crown of thorns. It is us who mocked and jeered. It is us who held the hammer. It is us who drove the nails. It is us. All of us. Not them. There is no them. There's only us. So again, which narrative will you follow? Will you look at them with hate and contempt and continue all of the senseless violence? Or will you look at the person in the mirror along with me and admit that it is you. It is me. It is us. Will you say, along with the pundits and the politicians, they must die? Or will you say, along with God on the cross, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing? And neither do I. Forgive me too. Today, at that moment, that choice doesn't belong to them. That choice belongs to you. That choice belongs to me. That choice belongs to us.